I want to welcome you if you're new, welcome back if you're returning. My name is MJ, and I thought I'll do just a small video of me unstuffing all this money and putting it in the in its order by the money, like separating the cash from 20s and 10s and 5s for me to get ready to put it in the bank. I thought I might use it as a short, but I thought I'll go ahead and at least try to record it. So let's get started. I've already got this money out, so let's get all of this out of this first pouch. It's the first time I've done this, so we'll see if I keep the video or not. But all I'm going to do is separate the money. Ones. I don't think I have a lot, but a lot of ones anyway. Let's see here. I'm hoping I'm got enough. Hoping I'm in frame enough. So 5. All these ones. Oops, let me double check. Yep, they're all ones. It's supposed to be $922 here, so hopefully it is. Again, I won't count it on camera because it just takes too long to count all of this. I just kind of got to separate it so I can take it to the bank. All ones. And I might use some of these ones too for condensing. Maybe, probably not, because I need to probably replace some of these ones with larger bills. Because taking all these ones back to the bank, it's going to be a lot. And I might have to. You just don't want them to think you're a stripper. That's why you have all these ones. Because I set up a separate account for a separate bank. So it's not the same bank my paycheck and stuff goes into. So they don't really know I have a job because I don't have that listed for them. Let's see here. I still haven't figured out. Because I use a credit union, look like the credit unions don't want to communicate with each other. I was trying to just be able to put it in my regular bank and transfer it, but I always got to go down there and actually put it in that bank. So that's what I'll do. There we go. So like in my closeout video, I don't do a lot of talking. I did get myself a better, as you can see, I changed my background, my desk mat to strawberries because that's what I had before. Before I used to use she's a pretty big YouTuber. I used to use her desk mat that I bought from her. So I didn't know if that was the reason YouTube closed my channel down. If you're new, YouTube has shut down my original channel. And I don't know why, because people always say that you get any kind of warnings. I'm like, nope, no warnings. I just went to click on it to upload another video and it was gone. It was closed. And then my son said, well, Mom, you can probably go back and look and see who originally was because I was getting a pretty good momentum with subscribers and stuff. And and he said, well, you can go back and check your emails to see who they are and reach out to them and tell them your new channel. But I just didn't want to do all of that because, as you know, I never really tell people like, comment, subscribe. That's just not how I want my channel to be. I wanted to, I guess what they always say, grow organically. So I never asked people for that. So I felt like it was going against my belief by reaching out to people that were on my original channel to tell them about this channel. So I didn't do that. So I just wanted to grow because I can't remember how many subscribers now, but I was doing, getting the momentum going and had subscribers and had what likes, comments, whatever. I had stuff going. But I said I'll just go organically because again, I'm not on here for that. I'm not on here for likes, comments, and subscribes. I'm on here to hold myself accountable and save for my RV. And I know doing it this way has really worked for me, which is kind of weird, but yeah, I've tried all the time to save money, but doing these challenges and putting a little bit away has actually worked for me. As you can tell this month, because I've closed out as much as I ever closed out, being $922. That's the most I've ever did. Move this back some because I probably have more ones than anything. So it does work, and it has worked for me because I'm not a cash person. So when I put this money in the challenge bag, I forget it's there. So I'm able to save it. And if you're kind of new to my videos, I'm working towards saving for a RV. Okay, that's all out of that pouch. Let's do the next pouch. So hopefully I'll have enough savings to feel comfortable to get my RV next year. Now, if I can have $900 months, I definitely will be able to get it. But as you know, this is not the norm. This is because I closing out. I'm not completely finished my Nevermore Challenge book. So that was able to boost my money up a little bit. I never used this tray. I never had a need to use it, but I always thought it's too much because I don't use but $100 bills. But like I said, this challenge, this closeout month was really a good month for me. All these ones, that's okay. They can take ones back. I'm not gonna worry about what they think. They gotta take this money so I can put it in my account. Because I'm not gonna have a way to separate it in time to, I might could get rid of some of them and buy back some of these ones, but not a lot. It'll take me a while to count this money too. But again, I'm not gonna count it on camera. I'm just separating it on camera. Because I didn't do it when I closed it out. So I said, well, let me cut the camera on. People might want to see me separate all this money. I don't know. Oops. Have more fives than that. All these ones. And I've seen people with all this money and they in this little thing, and I was like, oh God, I'll never have all that. That's just a lot. And I still don't. They have like $1,300. But I'm happy with $9. I'm very happy with $9. Because like I said, if I can save $9 every month, that would be awesome. But I know I'm not. I'm probably going to still be in the $300 range on a normal basis unless I close out one of these ones I've been working on for months. And the next one would be Betty Boop after I finish my Wednesday Nevermore. But again, I still have, I think, 3 more to close out. 2 I want to close out. The third one, I don't really have to close out because I made it a roll and save, and it really wasn't a roll and save. It would have been closed out months ago. But I thought I could save more money if I just keep going with it. So that's what I'm doing. I do have some large bills because I have condensed some of these. Okay. Gosh. Don't have much going on today. It's still Tuesday. The day I did my closeout video. I just decided to cut the camera back on when I started to separate the money, and then decide later if I'm going to post it or not. But I said, well, let me just go ahead and at least film it. If it's no more for myself to look back at and see how much I have saved by motivating me to keep plugging away. All these files, yeah. So I will. So that's why I said I wanted this at least continue. This will be a motivation video, as nothing else. Of if you stick with it, this is what you can accomplish. And if you don't know my backstory, I'm buying my RV so I can travel, not to see the sights, but to go to sporting events and see my grandkids. And that way, instead of me staying in the same Airbnb they're in, I'll stay at an RV resort close by, and they can come visit me and use the amenities at my RV park, and I can still be able to get to them too. So you be near them, but not right with them, you know? Because when you get older, especially me, because I've had kids and younger when I was younger, so I don't really want to deal with all that because I feel like I just got free being a single parent. Okay. If I show it in the front here, it's getting pretty full. I don't know if I'm gonna get all this in here. Tons of ones. It's gonna take me forever with these ones to count them, and then I'm gonna have to recount them. And let's see here. Hopefully, I'm still in frame with all this counting. I don't know. As I told you guys before, my last day of my old job was on Thursday. I haven't heard anything from them. Well, my boyfriend said, well, you heard anything from them? I'm like, nope, because I blocked all their numbers. I already gave you a detail of what's going on. So it's up to you to read it and comprehend. And if you would have came to the property on my last day, I would have told you again in person and showed you, but you didn't want to do all that. So I just wrote a detail email and sent it to her, my regional and my senior regional and HR. So they know I did tell them, because they'll rewrite the narrative as if I just left them and didn't tell them nothing. So you can start saying that, but everybody knows it's not the truth. You were told everything you needed to know. And if you needed more, you should have came to the property like normal people do when someone's leaving. But again, like I said, she was embarrassed because she knew she threw me under the bus, and then want to know why I won't just stay laid up under the bus. No, I'm getting up out the bus. I'm not fooling with you with that. I'm not going to continue to be accused or act like I'm done something wrong when you know I haven't, or worrying about these vacants when you know they're not going to. It's hard to rent at this time anyway. No, normally when the economy increases, when the economy is bad, most people get away from trying to buy a house and they move to apartments. And so our thing ticks up. We get more inquiries and more people. This time it has not. People look like they're just moving in back with family or friends or whatever. They rather couch surf than get an apartment or try to struggle to keep the one they had. They're like, just forget it. I'll just go sleep on a sofa at a friend's house. They're not trying. Oh my gosh, all these ones. This is going to be terrible. Like I said, I might break up some of these ones. I know I have a couple 10s and 20. I think I have $40 in other money. They ain't gonna make a dent in all these ones, but it'll at least be a start that I can at least reduce some of it down to buy back some of these ones. But this is kind of all I wanted to do. I didn't want to actually count the money on here. I just wanted to separate the money because counting it's going to take me forever. I want to thank you guys for watching, and I'm not sure if I'm going to make it a full video or just a short video because it's really not a lot of stuff going on. It's just mainly separating all this money. But I want to thank you guys so much for watching, and just remember, save what you can and just stick to the plan. Bye-bye.